We're breaking it down and getting it right. Real estate moves and the AI flow. Everything your wallet needs to know. Inside strategy and the plan you need is Charlene Randall Financial. Let's succeed. Smart money starts here.
Welcome back to the channel. My name is Charlene Randall, and this is Charlene Randall Financial. If you have not subscribed to this channel yet, make sure you subscribe today. And if you've been watching my videos, thank you and welcome back. So today, we're going to be getting into a story about Rkelly and the young woman who he had an intimate relationship with years ago, who was on the infamous Rkelly tape. Okay, so before that, I'm going to let you know, if you need to get your taxes done, go click the link, go to randallparalegal.com, and we use AI, we use a lot of technology, so you can upload your information in the portal once you have signed in, and basically you'll get your taxes done professionally. And this year is a big year for taxes, so I think, if you need your taxes done right, you need to contact us, and to make sure that all of your deductions and credits are there, so you can get the maximum refund. So I have a lot of information about taxes, as you know, that will be on this channel. So just make sure you are subscribed here so you can see everything that we are doing and all the videos that we upload. So basically, uh, click the link, go to randallparalegal.com. We also have a lot of tax advantages. So some people may not know the tax advantages that they could possibly get. That's why it is important to go to somebody who is going to do your taxes the right way. 90% of people go to tax preparers who prepare your taxes, but they miss out large deductions and advantages that you can have as a taxpayer. So we look for all of those deductions for you as a W-2 earner and also as a small business. So you can go and sign up. Okay, let's move on to Rkelly and the young girl that he was with years ago. So basically, this young woman just did an interview after 20 years of being in hiding. So what happened was, she was an artist, a young artist, and she used to come to the studio with her aunt Sparkle, and she was there many, many times, but it's said out of her mouth that he groomed her, after so many times, and that's how this exactly happened. She was only 14 years old on the tape when everybody seen the tape. Um, Years ago, she was only 14 years old. So we're gonna watch the video and see part of her interview. And I think a lot of people wanted to know this. She actually just wrote a book about this, and she's going public with it right now. So let's watch it and see what she has to say.
A couple of weeks before your 17th birthday, you say, Robert told me the copies of one of the sex tapes of 14-year-old me were beginning to be sold on the streets of Chicago and across the country. Your reaction to that when you think about hearing those words from R. Kelly, that this tape is out there, and you were 14 years old?
I was empty. I was very hollow inside. I was very confused. Didn't know what to expect. And I was embarrassed.
Why not tell the truth in 2002 or 2008 when there was finally a trial after 6 years?
That's one of my biggest regrets, not telling the truth. But again, when I have been trained and groomed since I was age 13, I started believing the lies that I was telling. It was very foggy and unclear on what I really felt versus what was right or what was wrong. And even in moments where I despised Robert, I still lied for him.
When I look back at that trial, this idea that people who were not part of the jury were able to see some of that video, and the jokes that came from the video, because we're talking about seeing a person at the time, not knowing who it is, for sure, being urinated on and talked about, and it's almost like, oh my gosh. Do you look at even the justice system as not protecting you to some extent? I mean, thinking about that video being played before a gallery of everyday citizens?
I definitely think things could have been handled differently. I'm happy I wasn't there to witness everyone watching that. To the world imagery, I was not made to be a victim. I was a mockery. And that was very difficult to digest. It was very disheartening to know that my body was just being displayed and tossed around. And, when I look back on it, I wish things could have been done differently, but those are all of the things that I had to internalize.
Wow. So this is what she has to say today in present day. And I know this probably was just like a humiliating experience, knowing that she was, first of all, not even an adult, a consenting adult. And like she said, it was a mockery. She basically really didn't realize what was going on and what she was in, to the extent of what it actually was. The woman who testified as Jane Doe at R. Kelly's 2022 federal trial told CBS Mornings it feels very liberating to finally reveal her identity and speak publicly about the relationship she formed with the R&B singer when she was just a teenager. She says, I really wanted to live in my true skin and my true self. My true self today is Rashona Lanfair. She said in her first TV interview about her memoir, Who's Watching Shorty? So basically, she wrote a book. It's called Who's Watching Shorty? And she wants everyone to know, what she went through and how she felt. And she is publicly saying her name. No one knew who she was, um, basically for 20 years, because this happened a long time ago. She did testify in his trial, but nobody knew that, specifically that it was her because she was under a Jane Doe. So knowing that, she had to live in basically wanted to just hide away all that time. I know this was a humiliating experience. So now she's saying her truth, and she wrote a book. So she wants people to know what happened. And I remember years ago when this tape came out. I mean, almost everybody does because R. Kelly is so big, around the world. So there was, people didn't really give it, an opinion based on her. She was just like an object in the tape. And they were basically talking about what R. Kelly did to this female. And right now, it's just, to know that this she hid for so long because of the feeling that she had, or the reaction that people had about it, and that she was being um, seen around the world, and because everyone knew about this. And I remember the tape was being this at DVD. I think it was a DVD at the time that people were watching, and so 20 years later, she basically is um, telling her truth. So tell me what you think about the story. What do you think about her waiting and also testifying, but still not using her name, and now coming forward? Um, this had to be a big deal for her to even come forward now, even with him and the situation that he has going on. This still has to be a big situation, a big deal for her, because it probably affected most of her life, those 20 years. um she had to always think about this behind, in the back of her mind. And it was basically not a good thing that people was talking about in this tape, right? So let me know what you think about this, how you feel about the situation, and also comment, like, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more videos on topics. This is Charlene Randall Financial, and I will see you in the next video.